So here are the solutions to exercise 2.4. For question 1, Shane marched 3 metres east and 6 metres north. How far is he from his starting point? Okay then, so for question 1, if we considered the 4 points of a compass, we've got north, south, east and west. So this one is saying that Shane marches 3 metres east and then 6 metres north. So it would look something like that in terms of if I put his march route on the compass. So now what we're basically looking for then is how far is he from the starting point, which is going to be that distance right there. Now what we've just formed there is a right-angled triangle. So we could label this up with his distances on. 3 metres going east and 6 metres going north. So using Pythagoras' theorem, we could call this hypotenuse here, for example, d for distance required. Then d is going to be equal to 3 squared plus 6 squared, all square rooted. If we put this into the calculator then, so 3 squared is 9 plus 6 squared, that's 36. Add those two together and we get 45. And then square root of that gives us 6.708 meters. And there's the distance that Shane is from the starting point of his march. So hopefully you get the idea there from the diagram. It's simply a right-angled triangle. So that's the solution there to number 1. Okay, let's move on and check out number 2. So for question 2 then, we've got the rectangle PQRS represents the floor of a room. Ivan stands at point A. Calculate the distance of Ivan from A, the corner of the room R, and B, the corner of the room S. Okay, so let's take the first part of that question for part A, for the corner R of the room. So looking at the diagram then, what we can see here is just looking at this bit, we've got a right-angled triangle. And looking at that particular right-angled triangle, we've got a 2 metre and a 4 metre distance on the vertical and the horizontal, so we could work out the length AR. So using the notation from the diagram, length AR is going to be equal to 2 squared plus 4 squared, all square rooted. So putting that through the calculator, 2 squared plus 4 squared square rooted of the answer gives us 4.472 meters. So that's the distance that Ivan is from the corner of the room at point R. So that's it for part A. For part B, if I just clear my diagram off here, for part B, it now says the corner S of the room. So this is this particular one here. So we could now be looking at this right-angled triangle for that one there, where that's the right angle. So first of all then, we need to pick up some dimensions of our quadrilateral here, or our PQRS shape. Well, we can see at the bottom between S and R, it's 12 meters long. Well, if point A to point Q is 2 meters long, that makes this dimension here 10 meters long. The 4 meters from QR will be the same as the 4 meters from PS, and now we have the two sides of our right-angled triangle. So using Pythagoras' theorem, we can say that AS is equal to 10 squared plus 4 squared, all square rooted. So on your calculator, 10 squared plus 4 squared, and then square root that gives me a value here of 10.770 meters to 3 decimal places. So those are Ivan's two distances from the point he's standing to the corner of the room at point R and the other corner of the room at point S. So another good little question, that one. And if something like that was on a provincial exam, you of course wouldn't get the diagram. So you'd have to be able to draw the diagram up from a explained or from a wordy type question. And that's where really these can get difficult, generating the diagrams. Okay, let's take a look at the last question here for exercise 2.4 and check out number 3. I'll just clear off my board here. So for question 3, we've got in the following diagram of a circle, point O is at the centre, that's the origin, and the radius of this circle is 12 centimetres. Lines AB and EF, these are straight lines. And what we're looking for is find the length of EF if the length of OP is 6 centimetres. Okay, well, I would encourage us to sort of label this up then. So first of all, we know that OB or O to B or O to A, whichever one you want to label it up as, that's 12 centimetres. We know that length OP is 6 centimetres. And is that all we've given? Yeah, that's all we've been given. Okay then, so from those values, how are we going to do this and exactly what are we looking for? Well, we're looking for points E down to point F, which if you remember your sort of circle anatomy, this is the chord or a chord of the circle. So what we need to basically find here is using our right angled triangles, which we're creating here and here. We've got two right angled triangles, and if we find the base or the vertical of one triangle, we can just double it then to find the other one. So starting off then, looking at our first triangle, and if we extract this off of the diagram just to make this a little bit more, make more sense, here is my first triangle. I'll just label this up, and this is at point E, this is at point O, and this is going out to point P. Now we've been given the base of this at 6 centimetres. We've also know that the radius of the circle is 12 centimetres, which will be point O to point E. So I could now find here the distance between P and E. And we can do that by using a rearrangement of Pythagoras' theorem. So length EP will be equal to 12 squared minus 6 squared, all square rooted, using the transposition trick again. Typing this into your calculator, 12 squared minus 6 squared, square root the answer, gives me 10.392 centimetres for that vertical value. Now, because line AB is a diameter line going straight through the circle, then line PF and line EP, these will be the same. So I'll just write that down. Line EP is the same as point FP. So because of that, I can simply say that the line distance EF is going to be equal to 2 times length EP, which is 2 times 10.392. And if we do that on our calculator, 2 times 10.392 gives me a distance of 20.784 centimetres. And there is our answer to that one there. A little bit trickier, that one, just because you had to sort of look deeper into the circle to pick up what was symmetrical and what wasn't. But 3 typical sorts of questions, all using Pythagoras to find the missing side of one of the sides of our triangle. So that's it for exercise 2.4. Hopefully you were okay with those. So let's jump back into the video and keep going.